Hello there, Veena here from DigitalAccessPass.com, and today I'm very excited to introduce to you a brand new feature that will allow you to create, manage custom roles in DAP. Now what that means is currently DAP supports two roles, admin role and user role. Users with admin role can access the DAP admin dashboard. Users with user role can never access the DAP admin dashboard. They can only access the products and content that they have purchased from you or they have signed up for. So now with the custom roles feature, you can create, for example, manager roles, and you can assign the manager role certain access to your DAP dashboard. And there is no limit in terms of how many custom roles you can create. So you can create different levels of managers, one with access to, say, products page, another one with access to products, members, and orders page. So it's completely up to you how you create the roles and what permissions you assign to the role. And then what you can do is you can create users in DAP and you can assign certain roles or permissions to that user. And users that have that permission can only access what that role allows it to access. So now in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a custom role in DAP, how you can assign specific permissions to your admin dashboard to that role, how you can connect that role to a user, and basically the whole process end to end. So let's get started. So you need to be on DAP version 7.2 or above to use this feature. And to get started, visit Members, Create Manage Roles page to add a new role. And so here, this is the page. I'm going to click on Add Role to add a new custom role. So I'm going to call it Manager, Create. So now I have a manager role in DAP right here. So now I'm going to click on Assign Permissions to Role to assign specific permissions to this manager role. And you can access it from here by clicking on Assign Permissions to Role, or you can visit Members Assign Permissions page to assign permissions to the role. They both lead to the same page. So when you click on that button, it's going to bring up a page like this where you can assign permissions. So this is the Assign Permissions page. And here you can see on the left side, these are the pages currently that we have to which you can control access. So when you create a custom role, by default, the custom role cannot access any of these pages. But these are the pages to which you can grant them access. So dashboard page, which is the reports page, products page, which is this one, members page, which is members manage page, manage orders page, payments orders page, manage config page, which is setup config page, logs page, which is system logs page, and then you can restrict access to certain products as well. So you can say this role can only see information related to products A and B, but can never see information related to any other product. So you can restrict products access as well. But we are going to add more pages here in future, more admin pages. So you can control access to all of those pages as well. But for now, these are the pages that are there because these are the most important pages in DAP. So now I'm going to select a role. I'm going to select the manager role. So now I can define permissions that this role has to these pages. So first let's select Manage Dashboard. So when I say Manage Dashboard, I'm referring to the DAP admin home page where you have all the reports and the numbers. So if you want to allow users with the manager role access to your admin home page, then you can say Enable Dashboard View. Otherwise, you can disable it. So when these users log in, they will be redirected to the admin home page, but they cannot view this page. They can access other pages to which you have given them permission, but they can't see your numbers. So they won't know how many sales you have had, what's your earnings and stuff like that. So you can hide this page. So they are not going to see any of this stuff. But if you're okay with allowing them access to the dashboard, then just set it to Enable View Dashboard. By default, they can't see anything. Now, Manage Products page. Now here you can say Enable View Access, Disable View Access. So if you say Disable View Access, when they visit the Manage Products page, they are going to see an error. They can't access the products page. But if you allow view access, they can view all the products and all the details in the Manage Products page. You can also control update, create permission. So you can say, allow them to see it, but they can't update anything in the products page. So the save button and the update button will be disabled in the products page. So if you say disable updates, they can't do anything. If you say allow updates and enable view, then they can do everything that an admin user can do in the products page. So you can control both view and update permission to the products page for that specific role. Moving on to the Manage Members page. Again, there are two types of permissions, view and update. So the view permission will allow you to control view, and update permissions will allow you to control the update permissions to that page. So Manage Members. So let's take a look at the Manage Members page first. So this is the Manage Members page where you have the name of the members, email, status, and all these other details. So there's a lot of information in the members page related to your members. But now what you can do is you can control the view and update permissions to the manage members page. So you can say, don't allow them to see the members page at all. Or you can say, allow them to see everything in the members page, but don't allow them update permission. So you can say disable all updates. Or you can say, allow them to see the members page, but hide some specific information. For example, if you don't want them to see the email address of the user, you can say hide the email. Or you can say hide last name. Or you can say hide count, or hide list all admin links. So here, if they click on this link here, list all admin users, they can see all the admin users you have. But if you want to hide it, you can hide this link, or you can disable that link. Do not allow this user to search for specific emails. So if you want to prevent these users from searching specific email addresses, you can disable the find button as well. So all of these things you can do here. So this is the first version. We already have these fields. We'll be adding more fields to give you even more control over what these users can see or not see. And then update permission. So here you can say update with restrictions. So instead of saying disable all updates, you can say allow updates, but don't allow them to update access dates. Don't allow them to update user status. Don't allow them to update opt-in status. So you can control at more granular level in the members page what users with this specific role can update. So you can control view and you can control update. Also the bulk action. So here you can see this is the bulk action, which will allow them to give access, remove access, or delete user. So now you can control if you want to allow them to do actions in bulk. Do not allow users to give access to products. Do not allow these users remove accessibility. Do not allow these users to delete other users. So you can do all that, and then you can save permission. So far what we have done is we have created a manager role, and we have restricted access, or we have defined permissions that this role has to these 3 pages. So similarly, you can do this for other pages as well. So again, manage orders page, which is payment orders page, where you can see all your orders. So here you see the buttons refund, cancellation, delete. What you can do is you can define permission that says allow them to view the page, however, update with restrictions. Do not allow the users with manager role to refund orders, or delete orders, or cancel orders, or bulk delete order, or disable update order, which is basically the ability to edit orders. So they can't edit order. This is the edit order button, or they can click on this to edit order, but you can disable that as well. All right, so manage config. Manage config page is where you have the global configuration. So it's a very critical part of the DAP admin dashboard. So here you can hide different things. For example, hide license key, hide email address from email address, or prevent updates to these fields. PayPal credentials here, AuthNet credentials, authorized.net credentials, Stripe credentials. So you can hide all of this information, or you can prevent updates to all of this information, and you can define that here. So in the manage config page, you can say allow them to see it, however, disable update. So you can say disable updates to license key, disable updates to from email ID, disable updates to PayPal stuff, so all that. Or you can say don't even allow them to see things. So don't show them the PayPal stuff, don't show them the AuthNet stuff, don't show them secret key stuff, Stripe stuff, or secret key stuff. So you can hide license key, you can hide from email address. You can see you can now control things at granular level, and you can say what a user with a certain role can do or not do in your DAP admin dashboard. Instead of making them an admin user and giving them full access to your admin dashboard, now you can control things at more granular level. And even within each page, you can say what they can view and what they can update. So the view logs page, which is system logs, which is useful for troubleshooting. There also you can say allow them to see the logs or don't allow them to see the logs. And this one, restrict products access, this is pretty cool because now you can say users with this role can see information only related to product A and B, but not related to any other product. So they can see information related to example subscription or example one-time product in the members page, in the products page, in the orders page, but they can't do anything with any other products because they won't even see the information related to any other products. So say that you have restricted permission only to these 2 products, then users that have this role with restricted access, they won't even see details related to these products in the manage products page. So right now all the products are showing up. However, when I log in as a user that has manager role, I will not be able to see details related to these products. So now what we are going to do is I'm going to create a new user and I'm going to assign manager role to that user. I'm going to log in as that user, and then I'll show you what this user can or cannot do based on the permissions. So there are two ways in which you can assign permissions to your members to a specific role. So one is visit members manage page, find the user, and then what you can do is click on the user's name. It's going to bring you to the edit member page. Now this is the edit member page, and here you will see there is a field called account type. Now the account type field has user, admin, and custom as the options. So before we used to have user and admin here, now we have added a new type called custom. So for all the custom roles, you need to select custom. So let's say select custom. When you select custom here, you will see this new option that shows up here that says custom roles. So now you can select a custom role. So here I currently only have one custom role, which is manager. So I'm just going to select that. But if you have more custom roles, you can assign whatever custom role you want to this user. So this user will end up having the same permissions as whatever this custom role has. So here, if you have defined two different types of managers, one with more access, one with restricted access, and then you assign this user to the one with restricted access, then that's the permission this user is going to have when they log in and try to access the admin dashboard. That's the permission they are going to have. All right, so here I only have one custom role, so I'll just select that and go ahead and save this user. Now, before I log in as this user and test and show you how this whole thing works, there's one more thing I want to show you, which is how you can add a new user with a specific role. So here what we did was we took an existing member and we updated the role that the member has. But if you want to add a new user, visit the members add page, and there you can say user role or manager role. So you can select a role that you want to assign to that member. So say that you're adding this new user and you want to give this user manager role, because by default, the users that you add from here, they're only going to have user role, which means they can never access the admin dashboard. But if you want to allow them access to admin dashboard, but restrict what they can do, then select manager role or whatever custom role you want. They're all the custom roles are going to show up here. So right now I just have one, so it's showing manager role, and then you add the member. So now when you log in as this member, this user can do whatever the custom role allows it to do. All right, so now let's go ahead and test it. I'm going to log in as one of these users that we just added, and then I'll show you what I can or can't do in the admin dashboard. And it will all depend on the permissions that we have assigned to this manager role. All right, so I'm now going to log in as this user who has restricted access to the admin dashboard, because this user's role is set to manager, and we have already defined the permissions the manager role is going to have to different pages in the admin dashboard. So let's test it now. All right, it's time to test now. So here I'm going to log in as this user who has manager role. Now what should happen is this user should get redirected to the admin dashboard, and this user is able to see the dashboard page. And the reason this user is able to see the dashboard page is because we have said here, this is a manager role, and we said this user can view the dashboard. So now what I'll do is I'll change the permission to say disable the dashboard view. So now when I log in as this user, I should get redirected to the admin home page. But because the first page that shows up is the reports page, this user should see an error that says, sorry, you don't have permission. So they should not be able to see this page. So let's test that now. So I'm going to log out. So now I'm logging back in, but this time when I get to the admin home page, I should not have access. See, it says you are not allowed to see this page. This is because when a user with a custom role logs in, they are going to be redirected to the admin page. And the first page that they are going to see is the admin reports page. But because you have restricted permission to the admin reports page, they are going to see this message. But it doesn't mean that they can't access other parts of your admin dashboard. It all depends on the permission. So in the permissions page for the manager role, if you have said allow view permission to, for example, manage members page. So here I have said view with restrictions. So I have not given full view access, but view with restrictions, because I want the email and last name to be hidden from these users with this manager role. And update with restrictions, also I have restricted some update permissions. So now say that this user logs in, they are not able to see the dashboard. However, they click on members manage. So now what will happen is they cannot see the email and they cannot see the last name of the users. They can see the first name and they can see the other fields because we have not restricted other fields, but they cannot see the email address. Also, because we have restricted update access, so we have said disable access start and end date update. So what will happen is say that this user clicks on this edit icon here and tries to update the access dates, they can't, because they can't update the access dates. If they click on this date here or here, nothing happens because they cannot update these dates. They can view it, they cannot update it. Similarly, disable user status update. So here, if they click on this, they can't do anything. It's not going to change the status because we have disabled the user status update. So you can control what these users can or cannot do, both view as well as update permissions. And you can control this at page level. You can set different permissions for different pages. Now let's take a look at the manage orders page. So here we have said allow update permission. We have said disable page view. It doesn't make sense because we have disabled the view, but we are allowing updates. So they can't do anything if we have disabled the views. So I'm going to change this to enable view and update with restrictions. So here we are going to say, do not allow this user to refund order. Do not allow this user to delete order. Let's say we allow this user to cancel order just for testing purposes. We'll say permission. So here I'm logged in as a user with the manager role. I'm going to visit the payments orders page and search. So here if I click on refund, nothing should happen because I have disabled refund permission. But if I click on cancel, it should let me because we have enabled cancel access. So yes, you can see that. I see this message. So I can cancel while logged in as a user with manager role. If I click on delete, nothing should happen because we have disabled delete permission. You can see here, we have said, do not allow refund, do not allow delete, but allow cancel. So you can see how this thing works. And now let's go to manage config page. So let's say here we are saying allow selected view. So say that we say hide authnet details, hide Stripe details, hide PayPal details. Let's go ahead and save it. So this is the setup config page. So here let's go to PayPal and you can see PayPal stuff is not showing here. Also, you can see here the authnet API key that we have hidden, API key and transaction key. That's also not showing here. And Stripe stuff is not showing here either. That's because we have restricted permission. Now view logs. So here we have said disable view logs. So this is the admin dashboard. So I'm logged in as a user with manager role. I'm going to try and access the logs page and it doesn't let me. That's because we have disabled permission. All right, so the last one, restrict products access. So here you can say, do not allow users with this role, in this case, the manager role, access to any of these other products. So here I have unchecked all this and just checked these two products. So this user, when they log into the DAP admin dashboard and they visit, say, for example, products page, they will not even find these products because they cannot do anything with these other products. They can only see information related to these two products. So you can control what these users can see and not see in the products page and also the members page. So if these users visit the manage members page, they will not find details. If your users have access to any of these products, they're not going to find anything related to these products in the manage members page. They will only see information related to these two products in the manage members page. So you can even restrict what products these users with special roles can see and not see in the products page, in the members page, and in the orders page. So I hope this helps. So you can see this is a great feature. Now you can control what users with special permissions, with custom permissions can do or cannot do in your DAP admin dashboard. So instead of giving them full access, you can control access to your admin dashboard. We would appreciate your comments, your feedback. Please do let us know what you think of this feature and what we can do to make this even better for you. My name is Veena Prashanth. Thanks for watching.